What's up guys, Steve here. If you remember a few months ago, I bought a pretty large old school Yu-Gi-Oh card collection, and shortly afterwards I was like, why don't I send some of these to PSA? You know, I haven't seen that many people send these cards to PSA. Do they even sell? I did a little bit of an experiment. I sent 500 cards to PSA, split up between 3 submissions, and I kind of sent the ones that were like rare, expensive, or they looked really cool, kind of like this Ancient Elf and this Change of Heart. Now, maybe this was the worst thing I've ever done, and I'm going to lose every single dollar I spent on these, but we'll see. Let's get into this submission, and hopefully we get some good grades, and hopefully maybe when I list these, they actually sell. Start off with this Ancient Elf here, Studio Dice copyright. Now, most of these are going to have the Studio Dice copyright, and it's just this thing down the bottom. It kind of says it's like a second edition. So they first started off with like one copyright, and then they added an extra one after a year or two of printing. I'm not 100% sure, correct me if I'm wrong, but the PSA kind of has a difference between like the original and then the reprinted version with the Studio Dice copyright, but it's not really make it any less rare as far as I'm concerned, but they have Studio Dice copyright. So we've got a Harpy Lady PSA 10. Now these grades, I mean, I cherry picked these cards. I condition checked for like 10 hours straight to look for like well-centered, no edgeware, no little dots on the corners, no like bashed in corners, everything in there, because Yu-Gi-Oh cards are very, very fickle. I mean, it's just, even this PSA 9, I'm probably going to struggle to find what's wrong with this. But yeah, these cards are not easy to grade. I do not suggest anyone does this unless they have some pack fresh, like actual mega pack fresh cards. So remember, all my boxes and cards were pack fresh. And I went through them. I cherry picked too. So Empress Judge PSA 9, Harpy Lady Volume 4. So you can see I had a Harpy Lady before. This is a Studio Dice copyright down the bottom. And this is the original copyright. And I'm not sure if there's a price difference too much in between these. I haven't seen too much, but there's like no information. I'm kind of just like going in blind. So we've got a Dark Elf PSA 9, Little Chimera PSA 10. Wow, that's nice. I think I'm going to separate all the 10s as I go. Save me from doing it later. If you know anything about this old Yu-Gi-Oh stuff, and probably going to have these cards listed before this video goes live, but if you have any sort of advice, and if I list something way too low, let me know. If you know that like the cards are a lot more expensive or harder to get, we've got a Crush Card Virus Premium Pack 5. This is a very expensive card, not the Premium Pack 5 version, but like there's like a crazy promo version that's really expensive. Like, it's like a trophy card, I guess. Silver Fang, that looks nice. Looks really good, man, these old Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Great Bill. I mean, some of them look so funny. Baby Dragon. That's like one of my favorites. Such strong colors. Honestly, most of these remind me of like, you know, Ken Sugimori type like watercolor artwork. Booster Chronicles, Shining Friendship. I think I remember this one from the anime. Komori Dragon, PSA 10. Yeah. I mean, you know, I don't know how I'm going to do. Most of the 10s I'll probably try to list a little bit higher, because these aren't going to be fast sellers. So me listing them at like $200 each to start off with is just me hedging my bet that I don't list something that's like kind of hard to get and rare, because I'll most likely never get these cards pack fresh ever again. I'll most likely will never have these ever again in this condition, so I can sit on them for a while. We got the Unknown Warrior Fiend in a 10, Horn Imp in a 10, and Baby Dragon Volume 6 in a 9. So this doesn't have the Studio Dice copyright. And PSA was really great to work with on these, as most of them I just couldn't figure out the name. I submitted these, I could not figure out the game. With the White Magical Hat, the Leo Gun, Garuzis, Booster Chronicle, nice. This is a BC 47. You know, some of these cards I'm really not sure. Maybe they're only worth like $1 each, and I graded them, and I'm a big idiot, but we'll see. Flame Champion. Most of the success that I've had when it comes to buying and selling has been doing something first, being the first person to do it, figuring out if it works, and then like, you know, using it over and over again. And I'm just constantly trying to do that, innovate, change. So 2 Twin-Headed Fire Dragon 9s. I do think a lot of these cards in 9. Probably I will have to sell them for like the grading cost over time. Roaring Ocean Snake. PSA 9, so that's not too bad. But yeah, I know that some of these I will probably have to lose a little bit of money on, but that's fine. With the Rude Kaiser 10. Sometimes when you get a bit bigger, you have to take these leaps, bounds, but I'm sure it'll work out over time. Wing Dragon, Guardian of the Fortress, Ancient Lizard Warrior, Amazonas Paladin, Dark Rabbit, Volume 5. Now, I was told the volume sets, I think, are the first sets. So, we have here the Empress Judge, PSA 7. Oh, they have a little bit of like difference with the texture and stuff. You can tell it's like this is like more glossy and this is like more like it's hard to explain. This is more like rough. It's like an older card, but you see on the left there, you can see it's kind of glossy with the print, and on the right, it's like kind of rough. I don't know how to explain it, but it looks like the box is different too. They updated the box. This one's bigger, and then this one got bigger back in the day, but they made the text box bigger now because this is a 2000 print card. This is 1999, so these are the little bits of difference that they made, and this has the Studio Dice copyright down the bottom, but there's no designation because this card only comes in the Studio Dice copyright. So that's pretty cool. Emperor's Judge PSA 9. Wing Egg Elf. Jinzo number 7. I'm super happy with how my holo cards graded. Not as many 10s in the holo cards. I mean, I'll show them when they come, but we've got Hane PSA 10. Hamburger Recipe. And we have Eitsu. That's pretty cool. Champion of Black Magic Eitsu. Not too bad. Not too bad. But yeah, my holo cards and the rarer cards graded pretty well, in my opinion, but it can always be better, right? Hibikimi. Pretty cool looking artwork. Queen's Double. It's not too bad. Queen's Double 10. I think that's a Revival Black Demon Dragon or something. Ryu Ran, Pharaoh's Servant. I'm pretty sure anything that's not like a volume card is a little bit of a reprint. But man, I don't know. We got the Koala card. Gotta add in the Koala. Pharaoh's Servant. PSA 9, Commencement Dance. Bottom Dweller. PSA 9. Armored Lizard. PSA 9. Harpy Lady. So this is the same as the one before, except now it's a PSA 7 is a newer set, 2000. Kiminari Attack. Ryu Ran, PSA 10. Not too bad. Wall Shadow. I remember this one from the anime. Ooh, Ryu Ran, PSA 9 OC. And I'm learning a lot with these submissions too. Usually I would submit some, wait, get like one submission back and use that information to send more cards. But this time around I just didn't really do that. And so I have another full non-holo submission in grading still, waiting. So we've got the Crawling Dragon and we got the Guy of the Fierce Knight. Studio Dice. I think this is from like a starter deck or something. Ooh, Volume 7. Dark Elf. It's pretty good. Rude Kaiser Volume 5. PSA 9. I think it's a rare because it has a holo name. I think that's it, man. Please help me with these cards, guys. So much help on that last Yu-Gi-Oh video. I really enjoyed that, but I need more. I need as much help as I can get. So, it's not too bad. Pixie Knight, 2002. So this is, I wouldn't call this modern, but this is not like really old. But 2002 is not too bad. Cat of Ill Omen. Boar Soldier. I think 2000 and 1999 can be classified as old. Maybe. Maybe it's not. Maybe OCG is only that old school looking with the text box the way it was. Because this is how the newer cards do it. They have attack defense. The older ones had like attack defense there. So maybe who knows. Darkfire Soldier, PSA 6. Maybe a little bit of a crease somewhere. Dark Cat with a white tail. Pretty standard name there. Giant Germ. All Shadow PSA 10. Mystic Tomato. These cards are so funny. Cure Mermaid. Flying Kamakiri. Hungry Burger. Amazoness Fighter. Apprentice Magician. Ooh, it's got a holo name. 2002. And then Manga Ryurien. Pharaoh's Servant. PSA 9. Hey. I think 9s is not too bad, but like I did mention earlier, I mean, I'm not super, I'm not like, how my expectations are limited. I know that these cards aren't so expensive and aren't so rare and they don't have a lot of demand. They're probably going to sit on my store for a long time. But if it works and I sell a few of them, I can learn from that. And that's the price that I'm willing to pay. Cat's Ear Tribe. I love this card. Just 3 kitty cats. It's actually very, very cute. Needleworm 10. Gravekeeper's Spy. Toon Alligator. Oh, Volume 7. This is a good one. That might be a little bit. Sonic Duck. Okay. Cobra Jar. I mean, that's just what it is, right? It's a jar with a cobra. Mystical Elf Gift. Curses of Anubis. Hungry Burger, PSA 10. Pharaoh's Servant. Pixie Knight, another one. Soul Release, PSA 7. Red Eyes Black Metal Dragon, Premium Pack 5. Wow, this actually looks really good. I wonder how much this is. Premium Pack 5 cards usually are pretty cheap. I think they made a lot of those packs and they didn't make them too hard to get, so... I'm not going to say that's an expensive card, but it definitely does look cool. Nightmare Horse. That does look like a horse from Nightmare. Gravekeeper's Cannon Holder. Killer Needle. I think I remember this one from the anime. Spear Cretin. This looks like the Imp card. Numinous Healer. Yeah, it's got a bit of a bend in the top left. That's my bad. Crush Card Virus. PSA 9. Another Black Metal Dragon. Premium Pack 5. What the... Hey, this card's pretty good. Water Emotics. Dehuman. Wandering Mummy. Mr. Volcano. That's a pretty funny name. Red Eyes Black Metal Dragon. Is that Metal Dragon? Yeah. Gilita the D-Knight. Cybersaurus. I always loved this card when I was younger. He looks so good. Harpy Lady. A PSA 10. A Volume 4. I graded a few of those because I just thought Harpy Lady would be popular. Maybe it's not. Ryu Kyushin Powered. Studio Dice. Copyright. That's not too bad. I mean, that's everything. Let's count up the amount of 10s. I'll just do it real quickly while you're still listening. If you guys are wondering how many 10s and how many 9s we got. Let's add these up. Now, this is cherry-picked Yu-Gi-Oh cards. I'm graded a lot of cards in my time. And I sent... Or at least I thought I did. I sent, like, cards that had a chance. So, the non-9s and non-10s is looking at around 10 cards. I got 10 cards in PSA 5, 6, 7, and 8. Not ideal. Not ideal at all. But, hey, that happens. That's how it is. So, let's add this up here. We got 20. I know you guys can't see much and it's zoomed in. I'm sorry about that, but... Just adding this up for those playing at home who are interested in how much money I lost. So it looks like there's around... What does this look like? It's exactly 60 PSA 9s. We just calculated that. The amount of 10s. Let's add that up there. I love adding PSA cards up. I feel like a child. Seems to be 49 PSA 10s on the OCG Yu-Gi-Oh! 60 PSA 9s and 10 cards not in PSA 9 or 10. So that's 70 PSA 9s and lower. And then 49 PSA 10s. That's not too bad. I was hoping a little bit better, but I've never graded this stuff before, and they are old. And Yu-Gi-Oh cards do not grade well. They grade worse than Pokemon cards, even old ones. So to get like an almost, like what's that, 40% rate, you got to be pretty happy. And I love the way this Winged Dragon Guardian of the Fortress card looks. But hope you enjoy this. Look forward to filming the next few Yu-Gi-Oh! OCG submissions. There's not that many people with them on YouTube, so it'll be a nice long-lasting video to have. And thank you guys for watching, and hope you enjoy the rest of your day.